Hello everyone. It's Vicky at Stamp with Vicky. How is everybody? Happy Wednesday. Let me tell you, Wednesday comes fast. Faster than Thursday, but I'm sure if tonight was Thursday, I'd be saying, guess what? Thursday comes fast. That's funny. Oh, there we go. I was just trying to pull everything up and I've got it now. I'll give it a second or two for people who can to join in. I say we have a special guest tonight, but little guy is sleeping over here with a paw over his eye. He's had a rough day. He went to the vet today. So little guy is Tucker. Tucker is our new rescue kitty. It's a long story that happened this weekend, and really what it boils down to is that we're just really lucky. We have a new cat who's completely not on the radar. Not even a little bit, but we couldn't be happier. At least I couldn't be happier. He's just the sweetest guy. So yeah, he's just been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of getting to know him and him getting to know the other two crazies. Gertie is Gertie and Winston is Winston. So Winston wants to play and little Tucker's... He's just not sure, I think, yet. I think those two will be fast friends once he realizes Winston's not going to eat him. But I think he, Winston's kind of big and he comes over and he runs over and he has his big toys. And so I think he just gets a little bit nervous. So, okay, if you are able to let me know that you're here and watching, that would be great. I'm going to go ahead and get started so you're not staring at 12 minutes of blank table space. The stamp set, the main stamp set that we're going to use tonight is Back on Your Feet. And I'm trying, it's hard for me to see in the phone. I think you can see that though. It's the little sloth and there we go. Yeah. And giraffe and turtle. And it's a kind of a pick-me-up encouragement kind of a stamp set. And I just can't even take these guys. They're just way too cute. So that's going to be our main focus for tonight. And you'll see that as we go on. So we do have a few other stamp sets. Usually I try to contain it to one or two, but we're doing 3 cards. I'm going to show you a 4th. We're going to do 3. And just, I think most of these, well, you'll see. So one of them is... Well said. So this goes right along with the dies that I often use that have the words in them. And I know that might not make sense to some of you, and some of you who have been following me. Hey, Ma. Okay, good. Yeah, some of you who follow me will know. But anyway, in a nutshell, it's just a ton of sentiments, and I'm not even going to begin to go through them all. So that's one that we're using. The next one is Love What You Do. This one is from last year. I can bring it up a little bit. We're actually going to use the dots. Somebody on a demonstrator planning place used those for cow dots. We have a new cow stamp set. I use them as giraffe dots. So I'll show you that. That's pretty stinking cute. Gallery Grunge. This is another oldie but a goodie. And we used the stripes in this one. I thought about using the dots and we didn't. So I just want to let you know we did use that. Or are using that, excuse me. And the next one, the last one I guess, is Here's a Card. And that is all sorts of sentiments, which is nice. We need those. And since Stampin' Up's come a long way with those, the sentiment stamp sets, they have a few this year that are really great. So this will also be on tap. Okay. So let me show you. So it seems as though every time I do a live, I have an hour or two before I go live, and then I whip together a card in like 10 minutes. So this guy, let me see. It's going to take me a minute to see if you guys can see this. There we go. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. I made him tonight just kind of, fly by the seat of my pants kind of thing. I used the sentiment, I think that was from Well Said, and know that love, prayers, and caring surround you today. Super cute, super easy, super fun. This guy is just too much. I did add some, oh gosh, I forget what the little dots are called, but some little dots. We have some metallic thread just to give it a little bit of something to fill in some space. So I just wanted to be able to show you that. Okay. I'll put that over here. All right, so I think we'll get right into it. Let me show you the 3 cards that we'll be making tonight, and then we'll do the first one. So this guy is the first one that we'll do. I have to get used to this. My phone and the camera is on one side, and I'm trying to talk on the other. Anyway, so here's the first little guy. And if you can't see that sentiment, it says, sigh, hope things get better soon. You know, who knows who's going through what. So that's going to be the first one that we'll put together. This is the the giraffe dots that I was talking about. How cute is this guy? So he is number 2. We're going to put him together. We're going to do some coloring tonight. I've started, so the only one that we're actually going to color everything with on camera is the sloth. And he's next, and he might be my favorite guy. Okay, see how that goes. So that's Mr. Sloth. Ouch. I hope you're back on your feet soon. He has a little bandage, and I put the Wink of Stella on his bandage. So we will go ahead and get started with Mr. Turtle. Okay, I have all the parts and pieces obviously all set and ready. At least I think. All right, now I pre-stamped him and I pre-colored him to a point. Mostly that was to save time. I colored his shell. Let me tell you, so it's funny the things that you forget, and I've been doing this a really long time, and I know this, and I know that I know this, and I just lost it today. So as I was coloring my, and you can even see it on my sample a little bit, sorry guys, the ink was running, and for the love of me, I couldn't figure out why. So I asked some demonstrators, and I remembered. So when you're using like the blender pens and the watercolor pencils or the ink refills, it's best to use the stays on ink. Let me show you that actually. So the stays on ink, this stuff will stay on through anything. But it's not really great to use this with the markers, the alcohol markers. I did tonight, kind of, sort of, and I'll show you that in a second, and it did okay. But for those, when you're just using the blends, you're going to use the Memento. And that's what I was using, and I couldn't figure out why in the world it was running, and that was it. And once somebody said something, I was like, oh my God, you're right. Hello, Victoria. So anyway, so I fixed it all up, and they're not going to run. So you can see, again, I started coloring. So this guy, sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I colored using watercolor pencils, and I will use the blends on his belly. So probably what we should do is just go ahead and get started coloring him. So let's see here. We have, and I'm using multiple, well, like the blends in multiple different projects tonight and whatever. So we'll go ahead, and I've colored his shell to speed things up. So then now we'll color his little body. And so these are the watercolor pencils, and where there's shadows, I kind of just go over it a couple times, and you'll see the rest of the areas I make it really light. So darker, lighter, leaving his belly, darker, lighter, darker, lighter. Make sure I get his foot. I forgot his foot earlier. And darker, lighter. Okay, so we're gonna take, you can use a blender pen on him. I don't really know if I like it, but I just ended up using it, an aqua painter. Maybe I do like it a little bit better than the blender pens, but either way will work just fine. So you're gonna see there's water already coming out of this blender pen. Might even be a little too much. And with the watercolor, pencils, you'll see that it just spreads it around. You see the variance in colors. Oops, I keep wanting to do his belly green, but we're gonna do it in a different color. Okay, there. Oh my goodness, I think the kitty is dreaming. He's pretty cute. His eyes are closed and I hear him squeaking. Okay, so there's his little body. Hey, Sonia, yes, good. I'm glad. I was wondering about that. Let me show you. I just saw that you popped on, so let me show you we're coloring this guy. And I don't know if you heard me talk about it, but I was saying how I was stamping earlier and I was coloring and my black ink was running and I couldn't understand why. And I was using the wrong black ink. I needed to use the StazOn. So that was it. Okay, so we're going to use now the blends, which they say not to use with StazOn, but it worked. So I would say use with caution. Here we go. This guy is so cute. Okay, I am going to give him a few little highlights in his belly. I'm going to put that back over on the sloth. Michelle, hey, how are you? I'm glad that you joined me tonight. Thanks. I know Colleen TV is off. She's off in Italy, I guess, tonight. So, I don't know, maybe a couple of the other ladies will join us. So Michelle is a fellow demonstrator with Colleen, well, under Colleen as well, the same as me. So it's good to have her here. Last week, Valerie popped in for a little bit. I know you guys don't know her. Well, Michelle, you might know Val. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and go over this a little bit more just to blend it a little bit better. But I don't see it running, so it's good. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let this guy set aside. We're going to do some watercoloring around the sloth later. This, again, I didn't want to make you guys watch me color 3 different pictures, so we're going to go ahead and get stamping. I'm using crumb cake, and as always, I'm going to put the list of products that I used tonight up at the very end with the hostess code for July and my website. So, or my store website. So we're going to go ahead and use, this is the stamp that we used from Gallery Grunge. It's just, stripes. I just wanted something. We're going to go ahead and use that with Versamark. And now Versamark is what we usually use when we're embossing. And what I also like about it is that it typically if you're using it just to stamp with, it leaves a watermark, so it's not as dark necessarily as using... All right, I'm trying not to put my head in the game, guys, like I did last week. So bear with me as I stamp tonight. Anyway, it gives a watercolor mark. So you can tell something's been stamped and it's just a little bit of a design. So I'm staggering, as you can see, slanting, as you can see, but, lucky for me, Mr. Turtle is going to cover a lot of that. So, go ahead. Oh, thanks, Michelle. He is adorable. And I think I didn't last time. I'm going to go straight down to the bottom. All right, we'll see where that gets us. All right, put that there. This stays wet, so what we'll do now actually is just kind of set it off to the side to dry, and we'll do a couple other things, and we're going to use the Versamark some more. We are going to use, oh goodness, can I find it? Uh-oh, guys. Oh, I guess with the sloth. I think I was going to do the sloth first. Hold on. I'm making a mess, but I got it. Okay. From Love What You Do, we're going to use the circle. And all we're going to do is stamp circles randomly. This is going to end up being a banner. So who knows, it's going to look different from the one I was doing originally, which is great. That's fine. And again, just something, with the new catalog, and I think I had said before, I'm down a few materials, not, anything crazy, but you know, some designer series papers and I don't know, ribbons and just random things. I have 2 more orders coming this week, so that should fill me in for a while. I hope. All right, so stays wet for a second. What we're gonna do is go ahead and use the triple banner punch. You can do this in a lot of different ways. Usually what I do is I'll turn it over, pop in, you know, the piece of cardstock and try and center it the best that I can. I hope you guys can see that. And I think that's pretty good. Oh, it might be off a little bit. All right, we're just gonna run with it. Okay, not bad. All right, so we're gonna use that again. Actually, we can use it again right now. We're also going to punch a piece of vellum. You can see that piece of vellum, which is kind of clear paper. So I guess I can show you the other way to use it. It has, well, I'm not gonna do that, guys, because it's not, I cut it just ever so slightly too big. So we're gonna go ahead and do that again. We're just gonna try and center it. And I think that will do it pretty well. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, put that over to the side. Where's my card? So that we're gonna build. We're going to stamp now the sentiment. Hope things get better soon. And we're going to make a banner out of this too. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment kind of in the middle of this. I kept the paper long just so that I could do that. We're going to use crushed curry. Kristen, if you are on here, which I don't see you, Kristen. Anyway, excuse me, we had talked about this color earlier, and it's not one that I typically will go to unless it's the autumn, like fall time of the year, then I will. I made a mistake. We're gonna do Psy first. That's the one we did in crushed curry. It really is a pretty yellow. It's just a deeper yellow than what I'm used to and what I like. Typically I like the really bright yellows. Was it a week or 2 ago when we did the cats? I did that one yellow card just to show you, and it was kind of fluorescent. It was a little too much, but you know. All right, so this, what we're gonna do literally is just cut it, trim it down. What I do when I'm cutting Whisper white cardstock and I'm making several cards, I get these random pieces and I keep them because when I'm using, you know, making words and sentiments, a lot of the times they're smaller, and that's exactly what I do with them, and it saves a lot of, you know, cutting down paper. So that's just kind of a little tip. Keep your scraps, not necessarily every teeny tiny scrap of colored cardstock, but your Whisper white cardstock, keep your scraps because you very well could use them. You know, instead of, again, having to cut into a really big piece. Sorry, I just needed a sip of water there. Okay, so now we're going to do the other sentiment, which is hope things get better soon. And this we're going to do in Granny Apple Green. All right, so we'll see. I'm not in love with this piece here, but that's all right. Oh, whoops. I told you, see? I knew I was going to do that. What we can do is we can cut this down too. So, here again. No, okay, so we're going to turn it over. With the banner punch, get it kind of, I think that's pretty centered. I'm going to go again. Not the best, but we're going to run with it. It's all right. Oh, darn, you know what? Hi, Camille. Yes, Sonny, keep those white scraps. Sorry, I'm just going to turn around and get another piece. I forgot to trim it down. Okay, let's do that. All right, let's see. See, demonstrators get mixed up a little bit too here and there. Okay. Oops, I know you saw that. All right, this time I'm gonna actually pull out the paper trimmer. Sonia, did Camille come out and stamp since Chevy's live? So let me just tell you, everyone, Sonia is a dear friend and she is a fellow stamper. She stamps with Kristen now. Her son, who is 6 years old, did, I'm gonna come close to saying, his very own, oh, good night, Mealy, his very own Facebook Live last night, and I just don't even have the words to describe how amazing they did. Them meaning Chevy and Sonia, and I wish Kristen was on here because she saw that as well. It was just fantastic. He knows his stamping stuff. Not yet, she will tomorrow. Well, send me a picture of what she stamps. Remember to keep it simple. It's all good. Okay, so now I have that sentiment. And we're gonna go ahead and put the front of the card together because that's ready. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our card base, and I am gonna take little guy here, and I have some dimensionals. And I'm gonna kind of pull, okay, I guess I can put them at the top and the bottom and that will work. Whoops. But first, I forgot. We're gonna go ahead and put down our big piece of crushed curry. I'm just gonna put, you guys might not be able to see this, I'm just putting adhesive on this down here. Okay, and just kind of centering this just like so. All right, now I'm gonna put the turtle on. There we go. Hey, Kath, how's it going? Yes, Kathy, we're gonna do the sloth at the very end. Saving, I don't know which one is my favorite, but I'm thinking I'm saving the best for last because that sloth is killing me. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna put Mr. Turtle right about here. And so what I did, before I measured better, and this time I didn't, but that works too. Okay, so I'm gonna actually put those two together. And try and center those, and then hopefully we'll figure out, okay, that's cute, that works. Don't do what I just did. Okay, so now try to make everything straight. Hope things get better soon. That works, yay. A couple things we have to add is just the side, and we have these little mini dimensionals. You're welcome, Kath. Okay. You guys help me so much, you know, in my business, and you're always a great support, so I appreciate it. Side. So I had put this guy over here. I wonder, what do you think if I put that there? Or back over here again? That was, I did have, oh, maybe. I had a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out I was going to put those the little words. Okay. Now we'll do, how did I do this? I did, okay. So we're gonna take crushed curry again. We're gonna do the inside. And we're gonna go ahead, I'm sorry, I can't remember. You need the stamp set. I'm here for you if you need me. It's from one of those sets that I showed you in the beginning, guys. I just don't remember which one. And crushed curry. Oh, look at that. Perfect. And let me find, you know what, I moved, oh, you know what, I know what I did. I moved turtle. Did I clean turtle? I did. All right, so therefore I'm going to use green. Let me show you what I'm talking about. In the inside, I didn't do anything, never mind. Oh, that's this one. On the inside, I stamped the turtle again, but I stamped him in black, but I think this time I'm gonna stamp him in the green because I had cleaned my stamp. And I think before I just didn't, so I just stamped him in black. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Okay, let me get rid of him. All right, so this looks a little bit wet. Give me a second, we'll clean some of this up. Oops, I'm gonna use that after. Get that out of the way. Sorry about my arms. So that's card number 1. Let me get all these parts and pieces out of the way. All right, and we'll go ahead and put that together. So it's July. We have a new host code, which I'll put up at the end. I could read it to you. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make you suffer through it. We have a few specials this month. July is always a busy month for specials. One is a sign-on special where you get an additional $30 in product for free when you sign on for $99. I believe it takes you to $155. I'd have to look up those numbers again. Oh, darn it, wait. We forgot the bow. Okay, let me get my glue dots, trusty glue dots. There we go. And there we are. So this seam binding, the crushed curry seam binding ribbon, say that 3 times fast. It's really fun. I'm using it twice tonight and I'm pretty excited about it. So I'll put that on top. Yeah, so if you just want some fun ribbon, it's nice. It worked, I don't know, it's just fun. I like that it's kind of crinkly, which of course it's called crinkle ribbon, but it's thin, it's easy to use, it's really nice. All right, so card number 1. Can you guys see that? All right, card number 2. So this guy, I don't even know what one is my favorite. I really don't. So we're gonna do this guy, number 2, the giraffe. I wish my friend Gwen was on here. She likes giraffes. Anyway, so you'll see here is where I use those dots from that flower stamp set to make giraffe dots. I don't remember the demonstrator used them for a cow and put it on a cow card, which eventually I am sure I'll get the cow set and do probably the same thing. But that's where the idea sparked. I got the idea from, and I don't know, it just turned out pretty cute. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, here's the inside. Sometimes that's all there is to say, and that I'm here for you. Oh, this is not good. Notice his neck. All right. Okay. We are gonna start. On the card base, I've already folded it. We're going to just add so this is Balmy Blue, and this one is Granny Apple Green, and I've used that a lot tonight. And I'm just gonna attach the 2. So that's easy, quick and simple, and we'll just set those aside until we're ready to put everything together. And usually we cut down, oftentimes you'll find that we cut down by 1/4 inch. I just did 1/8 of an inch so I can just have really tiny little edges. All right, this is going on the inside. I did start Mr. Giraffe. You can see. I want you to get a good look at him. I did Balmy Blue and Granny Apple Green ink refills with the aqua painter. We're gonna do that technique with the sloth, so you'll see what I did. And then I took the soft suede blender pen and colored his dots. So now all we're going to do is going to take the, I think, Daffodil Delight. Let me just double check though. Yes, dark and light. No, it was dark Daffodil Delight blend. And I ended up using the dark So Saffron. So 2 different colors, but it works for the giraffes. So let's see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with the lighter one. Let me know if you see my hair. Give me a holler. Try to avoid that from last week, excuse me. Okay. Just trying to be neat here. I can't do 2 things at once. I've got to practice on this stamping and talking thing. So I took Winston's noisy toys out. He's chewing on his monster toy. No, he's chewing on his foot. That's always good. All right, well, maybe it's better than the monster toy. I don't know. And Kitty, I think. He's rolling around. Kitty's still sleeping. Gertie is downstairs, probably mad at the world right now. She's handling the new cat fine, and she's lived with cats before, but it's been a while, so I think all will be well in the world. Okay. All right. So that is the dark So Saffron. And we're going to add in just a little bit of the darker Daffodil Delight just to add some energy, some movement, some texture, all that good stuff. And, Stampin' Up! Shows you really where to put it. Any highlights or shadows or anything like that. I think we can let's get his butt. There we go. All right, and I do... want to do his hooves. We'll do those. And Smoky Slate. Okay. All right, so there we go with that. Let me put that in here. We can go ahead and set this guy aside for right now. So now I'll show you what I did with making the giraffe. I actually went... Whoops. I actually went up the side. And then I just turned the card over. It was just a little bit easier that way visually for me. Okay. I never in a million years would have thought to use these stamps for this on my own. Never in a million years. So I'm thankful, whoever that lovely demonstrator was, that she did that. I'm also trying to stagger them some in, not such in a random way. Let's see. And we can get it off the paper a little bit too, and that's kind of fun. All right, we'll see where this gets us. And we do have the smaller one I want to throw in here and there. There, we'll just do a little bit like that. I think that'll work out okay. Those are just really dirty. I'm gonna put those over here. Okay. The next thing I did was I took, again with the seam binding ribbon, crushed curry. I took that, I'm gonna put a little strip of tape on the back just to hold it. Let's see how this works. I think we're gonna need more over there. Okay, that's okay. And just up. We don't need that much more, so go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna tie a knot since this card is all about the knots. I just couldn't even help it. Okay, and Let's see. Got it. Okay, perfect. So nice and tight. I like the other draft dots better, but that's all right. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and trim this. No, the scissors long time ago, Stampin' Up sold scissors. Oh God, guys. Well, that's a mess. It's all right. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and stamp. This is not good. And, well, I think I put my balmy blue away. So, you know what I think we'll do is use Granny Apple Green. I think that'll be cute anyway. That'll teach me. Yeah, I don't know where it went, so we'll use what we have handy. Okay. And this, I'm just going to stamp it there. Again, this is just one of those pieces of leftover cardstock. And this, I'm just going to trim. And I'm going to put it on, oh, that's terribly crooked. This is why we use trimmers, people. All right, let's try this again. This is not good. That's better. We'll go ahead and put that, can we fit that there? We can, look at that. Okay. And so let's go ahead and put the front of the card together like we did last time, and then we'll go ahead and do the back. So this time we can go ahead and put on, well, I don't know, Winston, what he's into. Okay. Go ahead and attach that. You can see that's 1/8 of an inch shorter, oops, than the other one. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take our dimensionals, trusty old dimensionals. Get some of this stuff out of the way here. And one on the top and one on the bottom, and that's all you'll need. Oops, and we'll put him down. This is not good. Again, all these little pieces I kind of struggled. I was like, well, that does kind of look cute there. Maybe I'll do that on this card. Make it a little bit different. What do you think? Trying to, you know, find a home for, that's cute. We'll leave it like that. So it's similar, but a little bit different. And on the inside, we're gonna go ahead and do this inside. So our sentiment for that, we will use the Granny Apple Green on the white cardstock. Oh, there's Kitty, do you hear her, him? So he had surgery, little Tucker did, at least a year ago. I forget when they said it was, on his urethra. So he looks like a she. He has no more boy parts. He's fine. He had a cystitis maybe in there. So he's healthy, and that's good. And that's a little crooked. Didn't bother me either way. But when I got him, I thought for sure he was a girl. I thought, oh, well, that's exciting. I'll have more, 2 girls, because I've always had girl kitties. All right, well, it's crooked, so it's staying crooked. And we'll go ahead and do, pardon my arm, we'll go ahead and do more draft dots. So I guess it's good that I kept those out. Okay. I'm still gonna do it up the side because that was just easier. Okay. So what is everyone doing for the 4th of July? We had our fireworks here in the neighborhood over the weekend. So tomorrow there is a block party that will be, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go. We're supposed to make pasta salad, and I don't know, we have cornhole. Maybe if people want, we can bring that down, and it's just a really good time. Last year it was a lot of fun. Somebody had made, had cups made. It was a blast. So we're looking forward to that again. And then at the end of the night, somebody has, there we go, I think that's good. Some people have, you know, some smaller fireworks that they set off. You're swimming at Kathy's? Nice. Kids are gonna like that. That might be a little high. That's all right. All right. That sounds like a nice relaxing day, Sonia. I've still only been to the pool once here. I just can't seem to get it together to go again. Or sometimes I have the time, but it's so hot that I just can't. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. He might be up on my lap in a second. You might be able to, well, I guess you probably wouldn't be able to see him. All right, card number 2. This is not good. I really hate to send that to somebody, but it's really so cute. I kind of want to, I don't know. All right, so Kathy, I hope you're still with us. We have the sloth. All right, let me get this out of the way. Okay. Some of this other stuff out of the way. All right, so I did stamp it to give it some time, you know, to settle in. Oops. We're gonna do lots of blends with this guy. I was wondering, why did I have aqua painters? But we're going to do that around the end, or the edge. Okay, so color Mr. Sloth. We'll go ahead and start, I guess we'll start with soft suede. And I just did light and dark soft suede. Let me get my glasses. A little sample. No, I lied too. I think I did crumb cake, guys. I don't remember what I did. Do you hear Kitty? All right, I'm gonna test it. I think that was it. Well, guess what? That's what it's going to be. Okay, so go ahead. And this is going to take a second, so just coloring in nice and easy. There we go. I'm going to leave his face white. And we're going to go right down. So now this guy I stamped in the memento pad. And it must be that I've been using the blends so much that I forgot which ink pad to use with all the other ways to watercolor. It's kind of funny. And I hadn't really had a problem with all the other ones. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, I know what this soft suede was for. That was for the branch. All right, I've got it now. Okay, so there's a little guy. Cute as cute can be. And we're going to go ahead and give him, oh boy, some highlights here and there. There we go. And we'll go through again with the, now he has lots of little specks, and I'm not coloring all of those because that'd just be silly. But we'll give him a few. I bet that hiney. And we'll go back with the lighter one and just kind of, oh, we forgot a whole leg. The guy's gonna need a bigger bandage if he's missing a leg. There we go. There. Okay. So we are going to go back with the lighter one and just kind of blend in. Probably don't need to in all the places, but we'll go ahead and, I think that's why it looked darker on the sample. Yeah, that's exactly why. I forget what I do. All right. There. So to color Mr. Sloth's bandage, we're going to use the new light Pretty Peacock blender pen. So if a three-legged sloth, I know, right? God, can you only go any slower? Yeah, so every year, except for last year, which I loved the end colors. The end colors come in, and I'm always like, well, they're all right. Let me get used to them. And, kind of the same this year. I am seeing this color all over the place. I am seeing Rococo, I always say that wrong, Rococo Rose all over the place. I don't have that one yet, but I do have this one. I've seen this one on HGTV. I've seen Rococo Rose on my shoes. I'll tell you, even if you're not in love with the colors, Stampin' Up is on trend. They know what they're doing. I'm going to take Wink of Stella because if you have a boo-boo and a bandage, you need to have it sparkly. That's kind of what I think. So we're going to sparkle it up. Yeah, this is a pretty color, Sonia. I like it a lot too. All right, there we go. Sparkle, sparkle. We're going to give Mr. Sloth some toes. I did light smoky slate blender pen. Blends, sorry. Okay, that works. And I did bring in the darker brown for the branch. And it's soft suede, so you should be able to tell, at least in a minute, there is definitely a difference. Yeah, you can tell. Okay. And then once I do the leaves, I'll bring him up closer so that you can see. We're going to start with the lighter color on the leaves. Sonia, when you and Chev were doing the birds last night, I can't remember. Did you say you do the lighter colors first or the darker colors? I don't even know that I always do it the same way, but there we go. And that one you don't even have to blend. Okay, so far here's Mr. Sloth. You can see, some depth, some different colors. Kind of cute. Now what we're gonna do, I have this, I don't know if you guys see that. I'm pretty sure I got it at Michael's or something. And it's just kind of a nice tray to use for watercoloring. It keeps the colors all separate. You can also use and then you'll see me do it sometimes too. I actually did it all day today with the clear blocks. I used those all day today. So I'm gonna mix, because I want this light. I'm gonna go ahead and mix. I'm hearing, oh, there's fireworks down in, I don't know, maybe like 5 miles away, I guess. So those are what we're hearing right now. All right, so I'm just gonna, this is what I was doing. I did this on the giraffe and I did this on Mr. Turtle. When you have just the white space like this and you wanna fill it in, a lot of times you do it kind of blue or light blue and green or green and brown, kind of make it, depending on your picture, like nature, So, and I try not to get too crazy about how I'm doing it. So I just want it, although I want to make sure I'm easy around the sloth, but you'll see the edges aren't exactly neat, anything like that. There we go. I'm going to turn them around just because it's easier. All right. So I use the ink refills for this. What you can do also is take just an ink pad and swipe it on your blocks. Here we go. Okay, party pooper, you are late to this party. There better be a good explanation for this, Kristen Fogel. I forgot what I was saying, but that's okay. All right, so here's Mr. Sloth. I pre-cut all the shapes because I knew they'd be wet when we were making them. There we go. Oops, can you see that? Okay. So what we'll do now, oh, the flowers, I did the light first so the dark would pop more. Okay. Oh, interesting, Sonia. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I do the light colors first more, but I don't know that I have a certain way to do it. Hudson was being super cute and I needed cuddles. Oh, geez. All right. I mean, you're forgiven. So Kristen, Golden Doodle Kristen, I think that's what he is. He is cute, Sonia. So Kristen just got a new puppy who is just adorable, and his name is Hudson. And I think if she's going to be late for puppy cuddles, I mean, can't fault the girl, right? Too cute. All right. I used the circle from something, from one of those sets we talked about. I don't remember which one it was. All right, well, we're going to go ahead. I used the Pretty Peacock paper, or excuse me, cardstock, which is gorgeous. And I just used the same color. And you'll see around here, I'm just going to randomly stamp some circles. Okay. Nothing too crazy. And honestly, a lot of this will be covered up by Mr. Slothman himself, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll see how that goes. Okay, a couple things. You know what? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So one of the first things we're going to use is we're going to use the triple banner punch. So you might notice tonight I used vellum a couple times. I used the triple banner punch a couple times. I used, you know, the blends. I used some of the same colors a couple of times with the watercoloring. And basically, you know, a lot of what I want to show you is you don't need so many products. You can do the same, you know, really pretty cards with a lot of the same, you know, colors, and not limited supplies necessarily, but limited supplies. I mean, I've used a lot of supplies tonight, but, you know, I've used them in different ways as well. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, oh, I'm sorry, Kristen, I didn't see that. The watercolor background was Pool Party. It's just varies, you know, because I use the ink refill. When I use that, it's darker, and I have to put a lot of water in it, which is fine. So it's still kind of a little bit of an experiment even for me. But yeah, it's Pool Party. Sorry, I didn't see that. All right, so this is easy to go ahead. Actually, sorry. We're going to stamp our sentiment. We have two. I was looking for, that's not good. Okay. I think we'll just trim it down. Hope you're back on your feet soon. Again, in Pretty Peacock. Sorry, the hair. I was trying to be really good about that. Oops. Okay, well, that's nice and straight. So, and it's also a little bit wet. Has anyone seen fireworks yet? Like I said, ours were Saturday night, but some are going on tonight down next town over. Okay. Hope you're back on your feet, and we're going to do, ouch! We're going to take that other piece of leftover cardstock and lovely lipstick because it needed a little bit of a punch. That's what I thought. So, you hear some out your windows. Mount Trashmore going on tonight, Kristen, or is that tomorrow? Ouch. Try it again. Ouch. That's a little bit better. Tomorrow night, yeah, so you probably just have some folks in the neighborhood. We'll be doing that tomorrow. Ouch. Trim it down a little bit. Okay. This we can put together. All right. We are going to take dimensionals again to right here. And probably do top and bottom. All right, let's see where this guy's gonna go. I guess we'll go here. And then we'll slip in the little vellum. All right, I'm gonna have to trim that down actually. I had to do that earlier. A little vellum banner. Let's do so many banners. You can get it. Okay. Go ahead. And then we'll go ahead and hope you're back on your feet. And I think if we do that over here, darn it. Okay. Okay, so that's similar. Ouch, we're gonna do that on a mini dimensional again. And these little guys. Okay. What do you think? Should I put ouch there or on the card? I put it on the card, I just don't know. What do you guys think? There or on the card? Let me know what you think, because I just don't know which way I like it better. You know what? I think I'll just go ahead and do it here because I did it on the card on the last one. On the circle. Yeah, okay, Kristen, that's what I thought too. You know, it's similar. What I did forget, oh boy, you gotta grab it, is a little bow. I thought I made one, but I guess not. Which will only take a second and then we'll be finished. But I used the white baker's twine. Make a little bit of a bow. Okay. There. Go ahead and, ooh, I'm gonna cut my fingers. Cut that guy. Find my, all right, I know. There they are, my glue dots. So funny, you can be using something 1 second and the next second it's still right in front of you and you have no idea where it went. That's such a real thing. Okay. Bam. Done. Oh, we're not done. We're going to do the inside, which is really cute. So we're definitely going to do it. So sending healing thoughts your way. Can you see that? There we go. Here's the inside piece. Get this out of the way. Kristen, I didn't show Tucker. He's in here somewhere. Maybe he's cuddled with Winston. I'm hoping, you guys, that they cuddle because Gertie and Winston, when they're in the same bed together, it's so rare and it doesn't last long. And so Winston is afraid of Gertie. Well, Tucker's afraid of Winston. And it's not because Winston's mean. He'll just walk up to him and sniff him and, you know, have a toy. But I think he's bigger. And so Tucker's like, dude, get out of my face. That's really kind of funny. All right, sending healing thoughts your way. Yeah, but I talked about him a little bit. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or Sunday we'll see. Maybe I'll pop on and kind of give a little actual intro to Mr. Tucker. Oh, my sloth is back here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this in Stays On, mostly only because I still have Stays On the stamp. And I don't think I want to mix it in with my other ink pad. So normally just to stamp it and not color, I would never use Stays On, but we're going to do that now. Boop. Hello, friends. Or if you really wanted to, you could put the whole guy on there again and color him in. And that would be cute too. I love the smell of Stays On. I'm such a dork. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this in. Remember that if you've seen it on my Facebook page, maybe in July, we're back to doing bonus days. Well, Stampin' Up is, and for every $50 that you spend, you get a $5 coupon to use in August. So the dollar days, or the bonus days, excuse me, are July 1st to the 31st, and then you can use the coupons between August 1st and 31st. So trying to get some organized here. Oh, I did that the wrong way. All right, I'm not going to put that in the card. We'll just get rid of that. Anyway, you get the idea. All right, let me show you. I do have the list, like I always do, of all the products that I've used. I want to at least make sure that you see the list of everything. You should be able to see that okay, and hopefully take a screenshot. We'll go through the cards one more time just to kind of recap. And Kristen, I didn't get to text you the other night. Oh, there it is. So here's, again, the one card we did not make tonight, but is super cute and a little bit of different use of the stamp. We did Mr. Giraffe. Super cute. Can't tell if I'm straight. We did Mr. Turtle. So if you guys can hear those fireworks, but the grand finale is happening now. And last we have Mr. Sloth. So I hope you guys all had a great time tonight. Again, okay, I guess that's pretty good. Leave this here for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or give me a call. Mom says my favorite is the turtle, but the other two are cute. The turtle is pretty stinking cute, Ma. I don't know. They're all cute. I like this set. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, happy 4th of July, everybody. Next week, we will be back on Thursday. So Thursday next week, I'll post that on Facebook and watch for the Magnolia Bundle class. I had to wait for another, part of the suite that is coming this week. So hopefully I'll get that together soon. Anyway, happy 4th. Thanks a lot for coming. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.